Well, I've been in a funk for a number of years. They won't say how many, but I've kind of been really depressed. It's not like they are at all. And Bobby comes along and he says, you know, I love you and all that. And then, you know, it's some touching moments on that thing. And then I revert to my own wonderful, hateful self. Doesn't take too long.
Sue Ellen Ewing has changed, as we all have in 20 years. So we want to explore that process of Sue Ellen coming back and what has her life been like for 20 years. I want to know. I had to do a little homework, a lot of homework, to find out what was she like, what took her from there to here. Is she the same person? Does she want to be different?
I'm the patriarch of the Ewing family. And so I am Miss Ellie and Jock, kind of rolled into one character. And that brings a responsibility to the part of being a bit more stable, a bit more the rock around which the vortex goes like that, but Bobby's kind of there. And I find that very now for me. You know, 63 years old, I'm like, I'm sitting at the head of the table. I'm daddy. You know, and that's fun for me. That's a different dynamic than Bobby of the 80s, you know, and that's Christopher now. And he's not trying to be Bobby of the 80s, but he has that responsibility on the show. And John Ross has Larry's. Larry is now the Machiavellian puppet master of the evil person, and John Ross is that guy going out there. And it's fun to see that. You know, it's fun to see the new generation assuming the responsibilities and us still being there, as opposed to just being sidelined. So it's an enjoyable dynamic for me to be less intense.
Sue Ellen is sober. She's very much her own person, and she's very powerful. She has most of J.R. Ewing's money, which is delightful. So she's rich and powerful and sober and doesn't take anything from anybody. And there's a line, my favorite line at the end of the show, where she says, I am Texas. And people better watch out, because there's a powerful woman coming at you. And she's earned that power. She's earned herself. She's done a lot of homework on herself. And I think what you'll see in this season and the coming seasons is a powerhouse.
Cynthia Sidra knew that we're not just there as eye candy. We're not just there as the carrot to get people to tune in and then we're going to be put in the side bin. No, that it's a family Dallas show. I mean, family is the core reason people watch that show. So Larry and Linda and myself, we refer to ourselves as the Three Musketeers. And the cute thing is Cynthia and Mike refer to us as the Big Three. I think it's just because we're old. But we're part of the show, and it has to be there. And we have to service that mythology in a proper way and honor it. And they do. Dallas does that now.